The Scandals and Secrets of Clark Clifford. Clark Clifford, a towering figure in American politics and law, served as an influential advisor to numerous presidents and shaped key moments in 20th century history. However, his legacy is not without controversy. Behind his polished exterior lay a life marked by scandal, intrigue, and even conspiracy theories. From his early days to his fall from grace in a notorious banking scandal, Clifford's story is a captivating blend of brilliance and betrayal. Here are 10 of the most scandalous, shocking, and intriguing facts about Clark Clifford. Number 1. A small-town boy who became a Washington power broker. Clark McAdams Clifford was born on December 25, 1906, in Fort Scott, Kansas, into a modest household. His father, Frank Clifford, worked as a newspaper editor, while his mother, Georgia Clifford, managed the home. From an early age, Clifford exhibited a natural gift for rhetoric and persuasion. He earned a law degree from Washington University in St. Louis in 1928 and soon began practicing law. In 1940, he relocated to Washington, D.C., where his career skyrocketed. Clifford married Marjorie Pepperell Kimball on October 3, 1931, and the couple had 3 daughters, Marjorie, Jerry, born in 1932, Joyce, born in 1933, and Randall. While his personal life appeared stable, Clifford's unrelenting drive to climb the political ladder raised questions about his work-life balance. During World War II, Clifford served in the U.S. Navy from 1944 to 1946, achieving the rank of captain. His role as an assistant naval aide to President Harry S. Truman laid the foundation for his future prominence. Some critics suggested he leveraged his connections to secure a position that kept him stateside, fueling rumors that he was more interested in gaining power than serving on the front lines. Number 2. Architect of Truman's political comeback. One of Clifford's early claims to fame was his pivotal role in President Harry Truman's surprise victory in the 1948 election. Clifford, then a special counsel to the president, authored the Clifford Memorandum, a confidential document outlining strategies to counter the Republican Party's anticipated gains. The memo's recommendations included exploiting the rift between Republicans and Dixiecrats, a move that some labeled as cynical and manipulative. Clifford also championed the Whistle Stop campaign, where Truman traveled thousands of miles by train, delivering speeches directly to voters. While the campaign is celebrated in political history, detractors accused Clifford of using confidential FBI files to discredit Republican candidate Thomas Dewey. Although no concrete proof emerged, the allegations of dirty tactics haunted Clifford's reputation. His deep involvement in the campaign earned him the nickname, "the man who saved Truman." Some even called him the shadow puppeteer of American politics. Number 3. A Pentagon power play. When Clifford became Secretary of Defense in 1968 under Lyndon B. Johnson, he immediately set the Pentagon on edge. Known for his opposition to the Vietnam War, Clifford clashed with military leaders and criticized the war effort publicly. However, documents declassified decades later revealed that Clifford, despite his anti-war stance, privately supported actions that escalated the conflict in its earlier stages. This duplicity led to accusations of hypocrisy, with one Pentagon insider calling him a dove in public, a hawk behind closed doors. His enigmatic approach fueled conspiracy theories, including claims that he was part of a covert group manipulating U.S. foreign policy. Number 4. The Kennedy assassination, a shroud of mystery. Clark Clifford's connection to President John F. Kennedy's administration has long intrigued historians and conspiracy theorists. Serving as a trusted advisor, Clifford was deeply embedded in the inner workings of JFK's presidency. After Kennedy's assassination on November 22, 1963, Clifford became a figure of interest due to his close ties to the administration and his knowledge of sensitive operations. In the aftermath of the assassination, Clifford was among the legal and political experts consulted by the Warren Commission, which investigated the killing. Although Clifford maintained that he had no reason to doubt the commission's findings, critics suggested he had access to information that never came to light. Some theorists claimed Clifford was aware of internal tensions between Kennedy and key figures in the CIA, particularly over covert operations in Cuba, such as the failed Bay of Pigs invasion and subsequent assassination attempts on Fidel Castro. Clifford's relationship with Kennedy also intersected with his ties to the military-industrial complex. Critics have argued that Clifford may have been privy to classified discussions about JFK's intention to de-escalate U.S. involvement in Vietnam, plans that were reportedly opposed by powerful defense contractors and intelligence operatives. His reluctance to publicly address these theories only fueled speculation. As Clifford stated in a 1975 interview, "There are some matters best left in the annals of history." This cryptic remark did little to dispel rumors that Clifford knew more than he ever disclosed about one of America's darkest moments. Number 5. The BCCI scandal, a fall from grace. Clifford's most infamous scandal came in the 1980s when his law firm was implicated in the collapse of the Bank of Credit and Commerce International, BCCI. Known as the Bank of Crooks and Criminals, BCCI was involved in money laundering, arms trafficking, and bribery on a global scale. Clifford served as chairman of First American Bankshares, a subsidiary of BCCI, and was accused of helping conceal the bank's fraudulent activities. Clifford denied wrongdoing, claiming he was unaware of BCCI's criminal operations. Nonetheless, the scandal destroyed his reputation, with some calling it the ultimate betrayal of public trust. Clifford narrowly avoided jail time due to his advanced age and declining health. Number 6. Secret deals with Saudi royals. During his tenure as a Washington power broker, Clifford developed close ties with Saudi Arabia. His legal and advisory work for Saudi royals led to whispers of secret oil deals and covert financial arrangements. Critics alleged that Clifford used his influence to secure favorable terms for the Saudis in U.S. foreign policy, possibly at the expense of American interests. Some even speculated that Clifford played a role in lobbying against stricter regulations on OPEC during the 1970s oil crisis. Number 7. The Advisor-in-Chief of Corporate America. Clifford's legal career was marked by his advisory roles with major corporations, but his methods were not without controversy. He was known for his ability to navigate political loopholes, often accused of using his insider knowledge to benefit corporate clients. For example, Clifford reportedly advised companies on how to bypass antitrust laws, earning him the moniker the Corporate Whisperer. Critics argued that his actions undermined fair competition, while supporters hailed his brilliance. Number 8. His role in the CIA's darkest operations. As an advisor to multiple presidents, Clifford had extensive interactions with the CIA, earning him a reputation as a key figure in America's shadowy intelligence apparatus. Declassified documents and insider accounts suggest Clifford had knowledge of, and possibly influenced, some of the agency's most controversial operations. One of the most significant allegations involved the 1953 coup in Iran, where the CIA helped overthrow Prime Minister Mohammad Mossadegh to install a pro-Western government. Clifford, acting as a legal advisor to corporate interests with stakes in Iranian oil, was reportedly consulted on the legal ramifications of U.S. involvement. Similarly, his connections to Chile during the 1973 coup that ousted Salvador Allende raised questions about his role in facilitating U.S. support for Augusto Pinochet's regime. Though Clifford never faced formal accusations regarding these events, his proximity to such operations made him a frequent subject of speculation. Some conspiracy theorists even argued that Clifford's legal expertise was instrumental in covering up CIA misdeeds, calling him the ultimate fixer. Number 9. The questionable origins of his wealth. By the 1980s, Clifford had amassed significant wealth, but questions lingered about how he achieved such financial success. His work for First American Bankshares, coupled with lucrative legal fees, led some to accuse him of using his influence unethically. A 1991 congressional inquiry scrutinized his finances, uncovering offshore accounts and questionable transactions. Clifford's defenders argued these practices were common among elites of his time, but the revelations tarnished his reputation as an honest advisor. Number 10. A legacy shrouded in shadows. Clark Clifford passed away on October 10, 1998, at the age of 91, but his legacy remains divisive. While many remember him as a brilliant legal mind and a trusted advisor to presidents, others view him as a symbol of the darker side of Washington's power dynamics. From his rise in Truman's administration to his fall during the BCCI scandal, Clifford's life was a complex interplay of service, ambition, and controversy. His story serves as a cautionary tale about the seductive and often dangerous allure of power in American politics.